One of the hardest things that we do is deny ourselves our own emotions. And so today I wanted to just pop on here and give you a quick video to help guide you through this, because it is hard. It is hard when we've been hurt by somebody that we love, that somebody we thought we were going to spend the rest of our life with, anybody that we've had a connection with or that we thought we had a connection with, and then we're hurt by this person. And so then when we go through this, depending on each of our situations, we react differently. But the one common thread that I see in myself and with the women that I work with and the women that come to me is that we resist, we deny, we push down those emotions. And so I wanted to kind of give you some clarity about what happens when we do that. And then also I wanted to give you permission for you to give yourself permission to sit with your pain. So here's what happens. So when we go through, like, say, for example, breakup, and like myself, married over 20 years to a toxic person, didn't even know it. The hair is blonde for a reason. 2 kids, and tried so hard to keep our family together. Basically, being in that mother energy, I was mothering my ex and bringing him to every psychologist, counselor, marriage counselor, you name it, to save him, save us. And all that did was create more chaos, and I was enabling his behavior. But so what we do is when we are hurt by somebody that we love, we gotta, right? So when I left, I had to quickly figure out, okay, now what? Okay, I'm moving to North Carolina. Okay, I gotta create money. Okay, I gotta, right? It was just this next move. I had zero time to sit with my pain, to grieve the breakup of my marriage, the breakup of our family. My son stayed in Florida with his dad, and my daughter and I came here to North Carolina. I did not give myself permission to grieve the breakup of our family. It was the one thing that I was trying to hold on to for the entire 20 years. And this is very common of what we do, especially when we have kids, right? We got to figure this out. We put our kids first. I remember being in in 2008, being in a psychologist office, and it was myself, my children, and my ex. And I was the closest one to the door. So if you could imagine, the doctor was in the corner, and then it was my children, my ex, and then me, and the door was right next to me. And so she went down the line and asked each of us, what is it that we're suffering from? What is it that we want to talk about? What are our pain points? And when it got to me, she was like, well, what about you, Mom? And I was like, oh, no, don't worry about me. I'm here for them. We're here for them. I am just want to get them what they need and give them attention. And she said, well, what about you? And so the point to that is that as women, as mothers, as caretakers, we put ourselves last. And so when it comes to sitting with our pain and the emotions, we don't even acknowledge it. We put it to the side. We push it down. We resist it. We deny it. But here's what happens when we do that. When we deny ourselves our own emotions, it's like I said in the post, it's like taking a beach ball and trying to submerge it under the water. So imagine you have a beach ball and you're in the pool and you're trying to submerge it under the water. What happens every time? Boom, it pops up, right? Now I want you to take that beach ball and I want you to sit on it, right? More force, more denying, more pushing down. Sit on the beach ball, push it down, or sit on it and submerge it down deeper into the water. What happens? It comes up even more violently. So what happens is in life, it's showing us that we need to give ourselves that attention, right? So Sit with your pain. Give yourself permission to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Okay? Journal on this. This is healthy. What we do is we deal with things in an unhealthy way. And this is why life is always showing us bad relationships, bad finances, pain in our bodies, even to the point of dis-ease in our bodies. When you look at people that are so young, that have these diseases they literally brought it on themselves because of our thoughts, our words, our feelings, our beliefs, and not giving ourselves permission to let out the natural emotion that's coming up. There's a reason why there's a lump in your throat. There's a heavy pain in your chest. That's your body saying to you, this has to come out somehow, some way. So just sit with yourself in a quiet space. Listen, if your house is too chaotic because of kids or animals or whatever, okay, drive to the park. Sit in your car, put on some meditation music, or just sit in silence. You don't have to make this a big deal. You could do this in the shower. You could take a bubble bath. Whatever it is, you can find the time to sit alone and to let your emotions come up, whatever that is. Give yourself permission. This is so common that this is the one thing that we don't do. We don't give ourselves permission. We give everybody else permission in our lives, right? We take care of everybody else in our lives, but we don't take care of us. And this is so important for you to do. So give yourself permission to let those emotions come up and come out. This is a cleansing. This is a release, okay? This is how I want you to look at crying, okay? It's a release. It's a cleansing. Whatever the thought was that was connected to the feeling that you have that brought up the tears and then it came out, look at it as a good thing. Because I know for myself, I cried a lot during those 22 years of being in my toxic relationship. I cried a lot. And so it got to the point where I connected my crying to pain, to weakness, to sadness, to I shouldn't be crying, hold back the tears, I cried too much, right? Yeah, exactly. The thoughts go on and on and on, until I went on my own healing journey. And I realized, because I was told by my coach to give myself permission to let those emotions come out, and that it's okay, and that look at crying as a release and a cleansing from here on. It's not bad. It's good. Okay? So I wanted to make this short and sweet, wanted to get to the point. If you have any questions on this, or if you need any more guidance, you know how to contact me. Just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you get to the point of releasing your emotions and letting out that in a healthy way. All right. Have a great day.